What's up guys, Scott here with Wandering the Wilderness, back with another product review here for you. Stick with me and we'll get right into it. Alright guys, what we're going to take a look at today is the Artemis T18 by BriNyte flashlight. Alright, so the Artemis T18 is a wireless flashlight up to 650 lumens. It is zoomable by twisting the cap in and out, puts it on a spotlight or a flood. The button is on the back, and it is a completely rechargeable battery inside here. So to show you, the remote comes with this wireless remote, has on, off, and bright or dim, and it comes with a little bit of a sticky on it. So if you wanted to mount this on, say, a firearm or whatever, then you can mount this to the back side of the stock and you can control the flashlight, and no wires are needed for that. And it goes up to 5 meters in distance on the wireless part of this flashlight. And 650 lumens is quite bright. The Artemis flashlight is considered the hunter flashlight, and part of that is, one, it's just really bright, really easy to maneuver and use with the zoom, but it also, as you've seen in the picture, comes with different I guess pills or lights that you can put inside of it. I got the green, the red, and the UV. So let me show you how that works. Alright, so you can take this flashlight and you can unscrew this top section. Alright, oh my bad, this section right here. Alright, I zoom it all the way out, unscrew the top section. Alright, then if you pull it back in on the zoom, see this little brass plate piece here is the bulb. Alright, so right now I got the white one in, so I can unscrew this little brass section, and then inside this case, well protected with a little foam pad, I have another one. Now this one is the green. Alright, so then I can just screw this in place, and now I have a green light. Alright, so where this comes into play as a hunter is that when you're walking into the woods, white light transmits further than green or red light. So when you're going to your stand, especially say 5 o'clock in the morning and you're close to a bed area or whatever, and you're not wanting to spook the wildlife that you're trying to hunt, you're going to want to walk in with the red light. That's what I always use. And when I was deployed to Iraq, where we were at in the FOB, you were only allowed to use red or green light because it doesn't travel the same distance. With that in mind, on this little card that they send with it, it gives distance on each light. So I'm going to read a couple quick specs for you. Alright, on the white light, you get on the spotlight, 650 lumens. And on the flood, 380 lumens. That's pretty bright light. And stick to the video, I'll show you that here in a little bit. Your run time is 195 minutes. So over 2 hours. And your beam distance, you're at 689 yards. That's crazy far. 689 yards. That's almost 7 football fields. Alright. Next, on the red light, okay, you're 150 lumens. So we've already dropped lumens just by changing from white to red. And 75 lumens on the flood. Alright, your run time is going to increase because it's not as bright, 370 minutes, and your travel distance is 394 yards. So we've almost cut that in half, switching from white to red. Now, we'll go back down to the green. Green, 130 lumens on the spot and 80 lumens on the flood. You're getting 400 minutes runtime, and we are at 492 yards. So you're more distance on the green than the red. So the light travels distance depending on what color spectrum it is in. Alright, so keep that in mind. If you're out hunting, red is the light, and some of you may already know that, but red's what you're wanting to use. Doesn't travel as far. You're getting half the distance using a red light than you are to a blue light. Alright? So, just because I got this here before I show you me using this light in the different color spectrums in the flood and the spot, I'll show you that in just a second, but I did want to show you how the wireless remote works, okay? So, what you're going to do is, and I'm going to face this toward me so you can see, is you hit the power button first, okay? So now we got our green light on. Alright, so, then with the remote, I can dim this light. Alright, I did that with the remote. See how dim it went? Then I can brighten the light. Dim, brighten, off, on. Alright, all by wireless remote. That is awesome. Now you get 5 meters of distance with that. Alright, but the key is you have to push the button on first to get the wireless remote working. See, right now, doesn't work. Alright, but turn it on, then it works. Alright, also comes with a charger for the wireless remote, charger for the battery on the flashlight, and some spare O-rings. They also have an IR that you can put in, which is for your night vision. So states like Texas, where night hunting, say coyote or hog, is very popular with the night vision, you can use the IR, mount this thing on your firearm, and be able to light that up and use your night vision goggles to really get good vision out there. And you're going to get tons of lumens. With that being said, I also got from them this mount. Crazy easy to install. Loosen this, you get more room. Put the flashlight on one side. Alright, and then you can mount the other side on whatever weapon or that you're choosing to put that on, okay? So then if you want to put it, say it doesn't fit your barrel, but you want to snap it onto the side of your scope, it's right there. Or, you know, crossbow or whatever, if you're wanting to use that as you're hiking into trail. You're not allowed to hunt, at least in North Carolina, using any kind of light like that 30 minutes prior to sunlight, as my understanding. I don't use lights at all other than the red light to find my stand. So let me adjust the camera. I will show you each light at a distance in the flood and the spot, and show you how that light, the red, the white, and the green, how bright all that is. Stick with me, guys. Be right back. So as you can tell, it is pitch black out here. So you're really going to get to see the full effect of how well this light works. So the Artemis T18, just as the previous video shot, I currently have the green light in, and I'm going to show you the flood and the spot. Alright, so I'm going to pick a spot over here. It's 50 yards away from where I'm at. I already checked it on the rangefinder, okay? So I'm going to shine this down here where I have a car setting, and it is 50 yards from where I'm at. Alright, so that is the flood setting on the green. At 50 yards away, you can see the license plate reflecting, and now I'm going to adjust it to the spot. Now it does go into a square, and that's just because that's the shape of the bulb. But you can see 50 yards away on that green light, it is well lit up. So 50 yards at that tree, or at that car, and then we can go up the tree. That's easily excelling the 50 yards. Coming back down, over to the car, and then I'm going to hit this patch of trees back behind them. I gotta say that's at least 100 yards, and it is easily lit up. So for hunting, this is a great light. So I'm going to change over. We're going to do the exact same thing with the red light. Stick with me, guys. All right, as you can see now, I've switched over to the red in the flood. And it's not showing up as well on camera. So like I told you, red light doesn't emit as far as the green or the white. But you can still see that vehicle out there. They're reflecting off the brake lights and the license plate. I'm going to zoom in and spot on that so it should clear up a little better. You can see the red on that tree, and now at the vehicle you can see that vehicle really well. I'm going to go to the tree beside it. Now we're still at the 50-yard mark, and the camera is not really giving this light justice. You can see I can see very well compared to what the camera is lighting up, but that's kind of why you want that red light as a hunter. You don't want the light to travel as far, and the camera is just not picking up how well it is really lighting this space up. So I'm going to adjust over to the white light. Now we are using the white light. I think you should be able to see some of that stuff lighting up over there. Camera's just not picking it up. It is well lit in that whole space. So I'm going to flip it over to the spot and see how well the car over there is lit at 50 yards. We're going up the tree. We're easily got to be getting to the, I don't know, 100 yards easy to the top of that tree. Alright, then we're going to go to the patch of trees over 100 yards away from my car. See those. And we'll go over here. That's easily 100 plus yards from where I'm standing. And again, the camera does not do it justice for how bright it is. This tree is probably, I don't know, 5-10 yards away from me. See how bright it is on that tree. Going from the flood into the spot, has lit it up quite well. Alright, and one last bulb, I'm going to show you the UV. Alright guys, now we're going to check out the UV. We're going to shine it over here on this tree. Don't know how well you can see that right now, but now I'm going to spot. Don't know if you see the spot. Alright, and you know all the cool things you can do with UV. I'm going to go back to the flood and show you here on my sweater. See my real tree glowing. Should be glowing pretty good from the orange on the UV. You can use this for all kinds of different things. I've got a glow in the dark kind of tether ball right over here. I think it's probably glowing pretty well as well. You know, UV can be used for a lot of different things. So this flashlight, as you can tell, is a very effective flashlight. Alright, I'm going to get back into the light and we'll Alright guys, again showing you this Artemis T18. If this is a product that you are interested in, I'm going to leave a link in the description box where you can go pick one up of your own. You know, great product. I love it. I'm going to carry it in the woods with me when I go out and about. It really helps when it comes to tracking those animals. You got that really bright light. You got that red light to walk in and find your stand, follow your trail, and it's not going to emit as far. As well as this awesome wireless remote. I mean, how many flashlights have a wireless remote with them? That is awesome. So again, this is something you guys are interested in. Check the link in the description box and pick one up for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.